Good morning, guys. Alright, so we're going to be working on this 2000 F-150. And what we're doing is the injectors. Since I'm having a misfire and I can't figure out what's going on, I've changed everything except the fuel injectors. So I already got them out. We have to take off the upper intake manifold, and once you got those off, there's 4 bolts holding the fuel rail on. You take those off, comes up, you pull all the injectors off. They basically just pull off these little heads. They have a little clip on them. These are the old ones, as you can see. There's a clip that holds them on. And yeah, these are shot. I was going to refurbish them, as you send them off to get them cleaned, but I don't know if y'all can tell, but they are cracked. There's like little cracks on the plastic, which, as y'all can tell, right there. See those little hairline cracks? Bad. Right there. That's a pretty bad one. And the tips aren't that good a shape either, but the cleaning would have taken care of them, but since they're cracked the way they are, yeah, it's no go. So I went on, of course, eBay, and I got these. Supposedly they're Ford remanufactured. I doubt it, but they're pretty cheap. It does say Ford. I'm pretty sure that's just a fake print on, but they're in decent condition. New O-rings, hopefully a new filter in there. The tips, they look good, and yeah, no cracks. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. Oh, and maybe a little EGR delete and possible PCV reroute, but that's for another video. So if you guys want to check that out, just look at the description. I might have them up. So here we go. Alright, so you have to remember, you gotta take those clips off right here. That's what holds them on, and the new ones don't come with it. And yeah, this is one of those really bad cracks, as y'all can tell you. They don't leak, but I'm just gonna replace them since they're really not that expensive. And I guess I'll let y'all know how well these eBay injectors work. They did have those 4-hole tips where it has 4 little spray nozzles, but I just went with the stock ones since I needed them earlier, and these had free quick shipping, so the other ones would have taken like over a week. So here, taking them off, basically you gotta pop it out of that shaft or that little groove in here. I also don't want to bend them too much, then they won't hold. There we go. Well, that's bent. But let's see how we can put it back. Let's grab ourselves some pliers. There we go. It's pretty straight. And then you take it, put it on the groove. Turn on this flash, much better. And then just put it on like that, and push on it till it clicks. And that's it. Alright, so a trick I found was you actually don't need a screwdriver. You just grab your pliers and you grab them right here and they just slide out. It's still a little hard, but it'll slide off just like that. Thought they were actually wrapped around it, so it's just a little trick for y'all. And the filters are actually in here. I did not know that, as you can tell. And the old ones, yeah, they're like rusted out in there. Yeah, I'm glad I'm replacing these. Look at that. Alrighty, let's install them. So let's get started. You know, comfort's number one, so you have to have the pad. Yoga mat. So you come up here, set y'all up. So I'm gonna be doing this first one, and time lapse the rest, so you can see. So take the injector. You can tell it to put the clips on. Come over here, lift it up, and let me get y'all a close up here. So there's the reel. You can tell 1, 2, 3. It's a V6. That's where the injector goes into, and that's where it connects. So here's what you do: you grab the injector. First, want to put it on the rail. I like to face it towards the connector, so this part out. Just come in here. And you just push up till it gets under. There's one side, and then the other should go. Sorry if it's a little blurry and shaky. There we go. As y'all can tell, it's on. And this clip, this holds everything on. And then, once you have all of them connected, you line them all up to those holes, and they just sit in there. Make sure the O-ring passes it, just something like that. A little deeper, but you get the point. Then, once you got all 6 of them on, take the connector and just clip it on. And that's it. And here's a time lapse. Alright, so once you got them all on, as you can tell, and connected, right there, and the last one, right there. So once you got them all connected, you want to make sure they're seating correctly in their spot. Same with these. See, this one's aren't even lined up yet. But these 2 rails, there's basically 2 rails here. On the left one, on the right, they're separated by these rubber hoses. They're not the softest, but they definitely flex a little bit. So you want to make sure both sides are in there correctly. There you go. That's how you want it. just like so. And now, once you got all those in, you can see the bolt holes here. 1, 2, back right here, right there. And same thing on the other side, there's 2. Grab your bolts, bolt them down, and then the rail is done. Basically the injectors are done. And you can start assembling everything back. And I'll show you all finished result pretty soon. Oh, and this guy, this little guy, you won't be seeing much of that, so check out my other video for delete of the EGR.